The quaint town of Saffron was shaken. A murder had taken place. The victim was found dead in their home. Police Chief Jackson was on the case. He was determined to find the killer, but the case was proving difficult. Clues were scarce. Time was running out. The pressure was on. One afternoon, young Tom was playing near the crime scene. He was curious about the investigation. Tom noticed something glinting in the grass. It was a silver pendant, lying forgotten. Tom picked it up. He knew this could be an important clue. He decided to show it to Chief Jackson. The pendant was small and round. It had an intricate design. Tom described where he found it. Chief Jackson was intrigued. This was the first real lead they had. The chief thanked Tom for his sharp eyes. Could this small object be the key to solving the murder? Chief Jackson was grateful for Tom's help. He knew the boy had a keen eye for detail. He encouraged Tom to stay curious. Maybe one day, he said, you'll make a great detective. Tom smiled. He was already hooked on the case. Chief Jackson studied the pendant. He needed to find its owner. He decided to visit the local pawn shop. The pawnbroker examined the pendant. He recognized the design. He had sold a similar one a few weeks ago. The pawnbroker described the buyer. He was a tall, muscular man. He had a distinctive scar on his cheek. The description matched a newcomer to Saffron. His name was Joe. He had arrived in town shortly before the murder. Joe had no alibi for the night of the murder. He became the prime suspect. Chief Jackson brought him in for questioning. Joe denied any involvement in the crime, but something about him seemed suspicious. Could this be the murderer? Chief Jackson obtained a warrant. He searched Joe's house. Inside, he made a startling discovery. Joe had a secret compartment hidden in his floorboards. It contained a box with a peculiar feature. The box had a pendant-shaped slot, but the slot was empty. Joe's secret compartment deepened the mystery. The missing pendant from the box intrigued Chief Jackson. He questioned Joe about it. Joe claimed he was a treasure hunter. He said he had lost his pendant during one of his expeditions. Joe's story seemed far-fetched, but he stuck to his story. He insisted he was innocent of the murder. Chief Jackson was unsure what to believe. The evidence against Joe was circumstantial, but the missing pendant and his suspicious behavior kept him under scrutiny. Meanwhile, Tom continued to think about the case. He couldn't shake off the feeling that something was amiss. He decided to revisit the crime scene. He hoped to find more clues. As he walked around the victim's house, he noticed something unusual. There was a loose brick in the wall. Tom pulled it out. Behind it was a hidden passage. It was dark and dusty, but Tom's curiosity outweighed his fear. He grabbed a flashlight and entered the passage. It led him to a secret room. The secret room held a surprise. There in the center was a treasure chest. It was old and ornate. Tom examined it closely. He noticed something familiar. The chest had a pendant-shaped slot. It was identical to the one in Joe's box. Tom realized the truth. The murder was not about personal vendettas. It was about a hidden treasure. Someone had killed for the pendant and the secrets it held. He rushed back to Chief Jackson with his findings. Chief Jackson listened intently to Tom's discovery. He pieced together the clues: the pendant, the treasure chest, the hidden passage. It all pointed to one conclusion. The victim's own brother, driven by greed, had killed for the treasure. He had used the pawn shop to create a false trail. Joe was innocent. The real killer was apprehended. Tom was hailed as a hero. His sharp eyes and quick thinking had cracked the case. Chief Jackson offered him a position as a junior detective. Tom was thrilled. His journey into the world of mystery had just begun.